Welcome everyone to Monday Night Raw here in Paris, France. We have some great action here for you tonight, including the night kicking off with an Elimination Chamber qualifying tag match between Roxanne Perez and Nia Jax and Zoe Stark and Tatum Paxley. So let's get ahead and get into Monday Night Raw. As here comes Nia Jax and Roxanne Perez as they will look to qualify for the Women's Elimination Chamber match coming up in 2 weeks' time.
Following is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, the team of Nia Jax and Roxanne Perez.
As last week, Roxanne Perez went one-on-one with Naomi, in which she did lose. So tonight she teams up with her partner Nia Jax in an attempt to earn a spot in the Elimination Chamber matchup. While talking about the Elimination Chamber, on SmackDown, Liv Morgan did say she has an announcement.
The team of Zoe Stark and Tatum Paxley.
On SmackDown, Liv Morgan did say that she has an announcement regarding the Elimination Chamber. Liv is the WWE Women's Champion over on Friday nights. So that'll be interesting to figure out what she has to say. But that's on SmackDown. This is Monday Night Raw. And this is 2-on-2. As Roxanne Perez here. I mean, Nia was going to start, but Roxanne just tagging herself in. And now going to take down Tatum Paxley there with a little scissor head there. Now clothesline takes her down. Perez goes for the tag. Got the elbow up was Tatum. And now with a side Russian leg sweep, able to take down Perez. An Irish whip, able to send her into the corner. Roxanne catches her with the elbow. And now STO. Knocking Tatum Paxley right off her feet. As Nia's strength there showing as she just runs down Tatum Paxley, who's going to try and fight back, but Nia ducked that. Now on the ropes, Nia lifts her up. Oh! Tossing her like a rag doll. Now into the cover. Going to kick out at one. Now runs off the ropes. Nia went for the elbow drop. No one home. And oh, Tatum with the right, but Nia not affected at all. Going to toss Paxley into the corner. Now all face first into the turnbuckle. And now Nia with momentum splash in the corner. Tried to get to her partner Zoe, but Nia not going to allow it. Face first into the mat went Tatum. And now Nia with that senton. And oh! Nia accidentally striking Roxanne Perez off of the apron here. Now Paxley gonna rally on Nia. And oh! Now Perez taking out Nia. Tossed out of the ring by Zoe Stark. As Tatum Paxley gonna keep bringing the offense down onto Nia Jax. Zoe Stark taking out Roxanne Perez. These two women having a very unfortunate time here. It's almost like their friendship's just crumbling, but Nia Gonna run down Tatum Paxley there, who got herself distracted with Perez. Now Nia Jax got her up. Down she goes there. As Nia again gonna go for that elbow drop, but no one home once more. The strength of Nia still showing a bit too much for Tatum though. The partnership of Tatum Paxley and Zoe Stark all started on the Raw before Survivor Series, where Zoe Stark was looking for a fourth member to take on Team Alexa Bliss, in which she asked Tatum, who said yes, but only on the one condition, that after Survivor Series the two of them stay as a tag team, to which Zoe accepted Tatum's terms, and obviously from there is history. It's been about 2 months since then, I would say, here in the universe. I mean, Perez and Nia have been together for quite a bit. They've had a not so good of a match so far. And now Perez gets caught with a drop kick by Paxley. She's going to go make a tag to Zoe Stark. She's going to taunt to the crowd here. But oh, distracted. In comes Nia Jax. The much bigger frame of Nia, able to easily dominate both Tatum Paxley and Zoe Stark. But now she's going to duck under and just running into each other now. Now Zoe going to rally some chops, try to go for a punch. Nia blocked. Now tossed into the corner, tag made to Roxanne Perez. Double team maneuver. But Zoe able to recover quickly. Snapmare takedown kick to the spine. Saw Perez catch her with that elbow there as she tried to go for a head crank. Inadvertently sent into the referee. Now into the corner. Able to reverse with Zoe. And I'm going to drag Perez down by her hair. And following that, going to take to the apron. Springboard drop kick. An athletic springboard drop kick by Zoe Stark to take down Roxanne Perez. Now kick to the leg. Roxanne on one knee, gets caught with the knee by Zoe Stark. Could there be a turn in the tail in this match? Maybe not, as Roxanne Perez able to stun Tatum Paxley there. Maybe looking to get Nia back into the match. It's not going to happen, at least yet. Perez sent into the corner. Big right to the face. Here comes Zoe Stark, now the legal woman. Can't really see what's going on there. I think she just unloaded on Roxanne in the corner. The camera work there was very poor, as we were just panned on Tatum Paxley. Now sent into the corner is Perez. Zoe. Toss her to the middle of the ring. Catches her with the legs. And down goes Roxanne. With the head crank now is Zoe Stark. Perez getting to her feet. Throws the right into the gut there. Irish whip. As she still attempts to get Nia back into the ring. She keeps being denied, but a Hurricane Rana by Perez. Brilliant maneuver, able to take down Zoe Stark. Get things in her favour. maybe calm it down for herself and Nia for a bit. And now with a flatliner there. And the tag is made to Nia Jax, making her the legal woman. And now here's that power difference once more. Nia on the shoulder Samoan drop. And now comes Tatum Paxley. Nia going to take to her quickly. Got her on the ropes, dangling by the feet, right to the face. Now going into the cover, can this finally put them away? No, as Tatum manages to kick out at 2, rolled out of the ring. Now she's back in, and Nia went for something there, but flipped out of it was Tatum. Now going to go to the leg of Nia. Not going to work though. I mean, Nia is just completely unaffected by regular hits, but Taya might have caught her out there with an inverted DDT, and now a step up Enziguri to the skull. Nia's off her feet on the floor. Maybe finally some damage going to be done. Going to be stopped in her tracks though as Nia turned that around. Now on the top. What's Nia thinking? As Tatum Paxley's in trouble here. On the shoulders of Nia, what's she thinking? Samoan drop from the top. Good grief. I don't think Tatum's okay. Well, never mind, as she did get to turn that around there. Now she's on top. But oh my, what a Samoan drop by Nia. As now Roxanne Perez with that clothesline. I mean, surely this match has to be finding its end soon. Into the corner once more is Roxanne Perez. Headbutt by Tatum Paxley, and just going to keep throwing the headbutts. She's now going to choke Roxanne out in the corner. And Roxanne is a self-proclaimed prodigy. Definitely one to eye for the future in this business. But now on the back of Tatum there, turning things around. Irish whip off the ropes. Perez with an arm drag. Off the arm drag into the cover. Can she pick up the win? No! Tatum again. Kicks out. Roxanne looks like she doesn't know what to do. I mean, probably just heartbreaking. Oh my, Tatum Paxley. Surge of energy. And now with a side Russian leg sweep. As Roxanne Perez and Nia Jax could be in trouble. Gonna take down Nia. Back into the ring. But Roxanne Perez caught her. Crossface by Perez. Oh, but Zoe Stark is there to break it up. But now Perez with the springboard moonsault into the cover once more. And Roxanne Perez and Nia Jax prevail. Oh. Qualifying for the chamber, but Nia and Roxanne going to argue together here, as Nia's just going to walk off while Perez will continue to celebrate here. Some tension between the two women. Well, now we see Rhea Ripley backstage. Here's Natalya saying she knows that they spoke last week, but she's here for something else, and that's a championship opportunity rematch. Rhea says sure thing, but make sure she brings the best version of Natty. And that's an agreement settled. as after Rhea defends against Io Sky, she'll have a rematch versus Natalya for the Intercontinental Championship, in which she tells Natalya to bring out the best version of Natty. Well, I wonder what that could mean, as now we transition into one-on-one action.
Contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Judgment Day. From Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds,
As Finn Balor gonna go one-on-one with Trick Williams here tonight in Paris, France, on Monday Night Raw. He's a former World Heavyweight Champion. Lost the title on his first defense to CM Punk. Wasn't very happy about that. So he then demanded a rematch from Punk on his home soil in Belfast, Northern Ireland, in which Punk managed to retain the championship again, forcing Balor to then move on. He didn't actually do all that much until about last week, where randomly he was thrown together as a tag team with Randy Orton to face the Street Profits. However, during their entrance they were attacked by the Usos, who had been feuding with the Profits for a while. What? Seth Rollins just pounding away on Trick Williams on the floor. He's trying to cover himself. Rollins going rogue, pounding the flesh of Trick Williams there. He does not look okay. I mean, security there having to escort Rollins backstage. And Balor's going to take the opportunity to just assert dominance, I guess, as he awaits Trick Williams here. He's going to try and take the fight to Balor, but Finn just going to put an end to that quick, he hopes, I think. Now Balor off the ropes, big right. Now headed to the top. What could Finn be thinking here? Oh, went for a drop kick, but no one was home as Trick Williams had moved out of the way. Anyway, as I was saying, Finn Balor had been thrown together in a tag team match with Randy Orton versus the Street Profits, but they were attacked by the Usos during their entrance, who had been feuding with the Street Profits over the tag team titles. But I do believe that Finn and Randy are not taking too hard for it, because they knew the dangers beforehand about the Usos and the Profits feud. So I don't think the two of them are too bothered about the attack, as it was probably just expected. As Finn now with a leapfrog, went for the double foot stomp, Trick managed to dodge, got Balor in the corner, went for the right, got caught, Balor with his own drop kick to the knee. But Trick Williams with a big jumping clothesline, managing to take down Finn Balor there. And now what's Trick doing? Submission hold here. But Balor able to turn it around quickly. Trick goes face first into the mat. And Balor now with a sling blade. Oh, but Trick gonna roll out of the ring. And oh, he's working on the announcer's table. And oh, jumping like heel kick there onto Balor. Like, try and chuck him back into the ring. Failed though, and now an uppercut to the back of the skull. Oh, went for a shoulder tackle, Finn dodged, drops the elbow onto the chest now, as referee Charles Robinson tells him to get back in the ring, but Balor going to send Trick into the steel steps, and now another drop kick to the knee. As Balor here is absolutely dominating Trick Williams now. As I was also talking about the World Heavyweight Championship at Survivor Series, Trick Williams competed for it against CM Punk, in which he did lose. That was unfortunate in that regard. That is something these two men share within recent times. I lost to Punk for the title. And Trick there caught Balor with that uppercut into the cover now. Balor going to kick out. But now Trick got the arm up and down. Hook of the leg. Can he put away the Prince? No, Balor going to kick out. Denying Trick Williams the win, who's now going to remove the top turnbuckle pad. I mean, surely Charles Robinson sees that. And that's cheat. Yeah, I think Charles is now going to fix that turnbuckle. Trick now with an Irish whip to Balor, ducks under. An elevated flatliner by Trick to Balor. And now Falcon Arrow. A Falcon Arrow delivered by Trick Williams. Balor going to catch the kick. And now with Trick Williams on the floor, Balor going into a submission hold. Trick though able to escape it quickly and effectively. Balor turns the Irish whip around, ducks under, double foot stomp to the chest. And now Balor headed to the top. Coup de grace from the top by Finn Balor. Could that be the win for the Prince in this match? And it is. Finn Balor takes the win. And that's Seth Rollins at the top of the stage. Trick Williams stands in the ring staring at Rollins, gonna look to make his way up the ramp to Rollins here. I mean, Seth just not going anywhere, standing his ground at the top of the ramp. And these two men a little bit too close to one another for comfort. And now a brawl gonna break out between Seth Rollins and Trick Williams atop the stage. And Rollins here gonna rush Trick, just throwing right to one another. Separated here by security. And now, backstage we see Raquel demanding to Triple H where Alexa is. But Triple H says he doesn't know, and he's got an in-ring segment. Here comes the Chief Content Officer of WWE, the head of creative, microphone in hand. What could Triple H possibly have to say here tonight? Saying that for too long, Usos and the Street Profits have butted heads, and that next week they will defend the gold against the Profits in a Tornado Tag Extreme Rules match. And Braun and Penta will face off in a triple threat for the Intercontinental Championship on the Raw after the Elimination Chamber. Well, bombshell of an announcement there by Triple H regarding those two matches. As now we're going to see the ring general Gunther backstage. There's CM Punk. The man Gunther is trying to beat here, as he is next in line for a World Championship opportunity against CM Punk, as Gunther won the Men's Royal Rumble match, and I believe he has insisted on having his championship opportunity at the Elimination Chamber rather than WrestleMania.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria.
So while that happens, we now have more one-on-one action. As here, Lyra Valkyria will compete in a Elimination Chamber qualifying match versus Naomi, who obviously, like I've already mentioned last week, beat Roxanne Perez in one-on-one action. And now these two women will get a chance to secure their spot in the Women's Elimination Chamber match in 2 weeks' time. I mean, currently in the match is Charlotte Flair, Piper Niven, and already tonight Roxanne Perez and Nia Jax. As here comes Naomi.
Florida, Naomi.
As recently, Naomi seemingly has a new energy to her. Seems to be a bit more crazy than she was many months ago when she was teaming alongside Bianca Belair. And mind you, Bianca won the Women's Royal Rumble on her return to WWE. So with Gunther over on the men's side, Bianca won the women's. We haven't actually seen Bianca since the Rumble. It's been 4 shows since then. This is the 5th. She isn't a Raw superstar, but obviously she does have the privilege of choosing whichever champion she wants. So if she did choose Raquel, she could come over to Raw for a bit. But we'll see in due time what Bianca chooses, as Lyra Valkyria went for the leg drop over the rope. Naomi managed to dodge, but Lyra going to keep on top here. Knife edge chop, and then I'm going to attack the leg through the rope as she looks to render the leg of Naomi useless. Forced back onto the ropes. Now Naomi going to do the same, but with the arm of Lyra, looking to give some karma. And now a springboard kick by Naomi, able to turn the tides entirely. As now Naomi going to take the fight to Lyra Valkyria here. And over the ropes with the leg drop there. Going to go into the cover. Yeah, going to kick out. At the count of 1, split leg. That's what she beat Roxanne Perez with last week, in fact. That's split legged. Sling blade by Naomi. Now, talking about being on the road to WrestleMania, that is the biggest show of the calendar year here in the WWE. It's the WWE's World Cup, NBA Finals, Super Bowl. I mean, some would go as far to say it's probably bigger than some of those. As Lyra getting hyped up. Maybe going to go for a springboard move, but Naomi says no. But Lyra turning that around and gets Naomi there with a clothesline, getting back on top. Now going to hit her own leg drop over the top. Went for the kick to the midsection. Naomi caught her with a spinning heel kick, in fact. Interesting one by Naomi there. We're talking about the World Cup. Spain won the 2026 World Cup very recently, beating Argentina and Lionel Messi, who was trying to go back to back. Naomi seemingly got the upper hand in this exchange of blows between herself and Lyra with the right, and now both women just going to throw rights at one another, and both going to stumble back now. Naomi recovers quicker, Irish whip, ducks under, leapfrog now, Naomi with a rear view, and now off the rear view, Naomi going to go for something else, but Lyra gets her with the elbows, and oh, like a neck breaker there. Kind of odd. And oh, both women, same idea. Obviously failed for both, but that was very interesting. Both women went for a springboard drop kick. Now Lyra with a scoop and a slam. Gonna head to the top here. And from the top with the leg drop to the back of the neck of Naomi. Now into the cover. Hooks the leg of Naomi, able to get the shoulder up. Denying Lyra that crucial win. As both women clearly won their spot in that women's elimination chamber match. Lyra escapes that of Naomi. But Naomi going to keep on top. Face buster. She's going to go into the cover now, but Lyra going to deny Naomi the win too. Naomi into the cover again, using dirty tactics, feet on the ropes. Lyra, they're able to get the kick out, despite the advantage Naomi had. I mean, the heart of both women here to keep going is incredible. The resilience is just inspiring. Naomi caught the leg, elbow there. Lyra dodges, but now Naomi going to catch her with the kicks to the side and a big one to the skull. Lyra off her feet. The end of this match could be near. And one of these two women has got to qualify for the Elimination Chamber match. Naomi with the cartwheel through, caught her with the knee. Going to head to the top. In the drop zone is Lyra. Caught with a splash by Naomi. And now as Naomi lines up Lyra for what could be the finishing blow, but Lyra says no with the elbows. Got Naomi in a pinning predicament, bridged over. With the kick out though at the last second is Naomi. Lyra nearly stole it there. Maybe going to go for a Hurricane Rana, but Naomi reverses. Planted Lyra face first to the top. Naomi, what's she thinking? Lyra's in the drop zone. Naomi with a blockbuster. Goes into the cover. Naomi qualifies for the Women's Elimination Chamber match. What a match.
Here is your winner, Naomi!
What a match between Naomi and Lyra Valkyria here. Inspiring. As now we see Seth Rollins again, saying that Trick said to Punk, expecting a Seth Rollins, and that he took that as shade, and that his redemption is going to start with Trick. I mean, Trick's not going to like the sound of that, as he's got Seth Rollins coming after him now. But now we're going to more one-on-one action, and here comes Logan Paul.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Vision from Cleveland, Ohio. Weighing in at 200.
The social media megastar. Now, he showed up in Randy Orton's match about 2 weeks ago on Raw, and he did club Randy Orton with a steel chair to the skull as well. Now, as Raw continues, we're going to cut to commercial break. Please subscribe to Tackman12 as we're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload from this channel. Now let's go ahead and get back to Monday Night Raw. As this match has already begun, these two men in a chain wrestling sequence. Logan going to turn that around there. Got Bronson Reed's arm here. Wrenching at that left arm. Now snapmare takedown. Reed's down in Logan's mercy here. Going to apply the pressure to the neck. And a knee to the spine. And now Reed. Pick Logan up. Logan able to reverse, but Reed going to keep on the attack. Denying Logan's what I was going to say, but got caught in a inside cradle there by Logan Paul. Kind of just out of nowhere. He's now sent into the corner. Paul went for a scoop and a slam, but Reed might have just been too heavy, allowing for him to crush Logan Paul with a splash. And now an Irish whip off the ropes, ducked under, got Logan Paul with a power slam. Devastating there by Bronson Reed. As now he's going to force Logan Paul onto the ropes here. Referee having to break it up, but a cheap shot now by Reed. Paul able to catch the punch. Now these two are going to go back into another lockup here. Reed got Logan in the corner. Again, forcefully separated by the ref, but Logan fires back with a cheap shot of his own. And now a drop kick, down goes Reed. Going to take a breather here, to the apron he goes. Able to catch Logan with a right. Pull. Irish whip, pull back into a neck breaker. And now a springboard moonsault. Into the cover off the moonsault. And Paul get a meaningful count, just a count of one. Maybe just a bit too early to put away Reed so far. And now Reed got Logan on the shoulders, able to slip out again. And a knockout punch by Logan Paul to Bronson Reed. But Reed able to kick out at 2. Logan Paul seems to be edging closer to victory. Frog splash now from the top. Can the frog splash do it? But no, again Bronson Reed gonna kick out. The frustration pouring out of Logan Paul here. Starting to think, what do I have to do to put the man away? As he goes off the ropes with a cross body now. And Bronson Reed with just finding his energy, a running senton now to Paul. Maybe got a little too overexcited there. On the shoulders, middle of the ring, power slam now by Reed. Again, going to try this on the shoulders with Logan Paul, but again for a third time, going to get the elbows in the reversal. Now catches Reed, with a DDT spiking him on his skull. And another springboard moonsault. I mean, Reed seems to be having problems keeping up with Logan Paul. Goes for the Swanton Bomb, shades of Jeff Hardy, but did get caught with the knees of Bronson Reed, who got the knees up. Went for the Tsunami, did Reed, but now Logan Paul gets the knees up. These two men just going back and forth with one another, as Bronson Reed going to take to the leg now with the ropes. Logan turns around the Irish whip. Underneath, big strike to the gut. Bronson Reed crumbles over. Still finding the energy to fight back. Just back and forth between Paul and Reed. With the chops and the slaps. Logan Paul, a boxer as well. Got a history there. Brother Jake Paul is also a boxer and competes. Obviously there's the greats of boxing as well, such as Muhammad Ali. Rest in peace to him. Bronson Reed with a Tsunami. Could that be it? Could Reed pick up the win in this matchup? And yes, he does. As Bronson Reed, as I forgot to mention, this is also a chamber qualifying match. As Bronson Reed qualifies for the Elimination Chamber, I apologise for not mentioning that at any point sooner. But congratulations to Reed on the win. As Logan trying to hype himself up after the loss, but the music of Randy Orton playing. Logan distracted. Orton from behind, clubbing Paul in the back of the head. Randy Orton is fuming with Logan Paul, possibly over what he did a few weeks ago. Well, now we see John Cena. He says his return felt amazing. He's back to be in the ring with the fans. And to top it off with the Elimination Chamber, saying to the C Nation that good times are coming. And here's the Chief Content Officer Triple H again, welcoming John back. He says thank you. As now, folks, it is main event time here on Monday Night Raw, as here comes the ring general.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds, Gunther!
The ring general Gunther. In the main event of Monday Night Raw, we saw him earlier tonight arriving at the arena alongside CM Punk. Obviously Gunther, the Royal Rumble winner. He has said that he's not going to rush to his choice, but after Punk clubbed him in the back of the head with the World Heavyweight Championship a couple of weeks ago, it seems Gunther might possibly have his mind made up here about going after CM Punk and the World Heavyweight Championship rather than Cody Rhodes and the Undisputed Championship. I mean, right now, Cody's currently dealing with Brock Lesnar and Damian Priest over on Friday Night SmackDown. So that's definitely something to tune into. But there's now Dirty Dominic Mysterio gonna make his way down the aisle and to the ring.
Representing the Judgment Day from San Diego, California, weighing in 200 pounds, Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Mysterio, one half of Liv Dom, part of the Judgment Day, which does contain Dom, Liv, JD, and Raquel and Finn, but they all work separately. It's quite interesting, to say the least. As Liv Morgan, she is the women's champion over on SmackDown. From time to time, Dom and JD will team together. You can find that at No Mercy. They did team together against the former tag team champions in the Usos. Not the Usos, the New Day. They lost the titles to the Usos. And in that match, Dom and JD came short, failing to win the tag team gold. And now here tonight, Dominic Mysterio gonna go against the Ring General and Gunther. Here in the main event of Monday Night Raw in Paris, France. Gunther, Mysterio, one-on-one, Jessica Carla referee. And this matchup is officially underway. And Mysterio with a neck breaker there to Gunther. I mean, two very interesting types of wrestlers here. Dominic Mysterio, a high flyer. Gunther just pure wrestling. An old-fashioned type of wrestler, Gunther is. Someone from like the 90s or the 80s. Just pure wrestling. Fair to say, he's an absolutely perfect wrestler. Definitely not an easy man to beat, as Mysterio there drags him by the arm. Great takedown, but Gunther going to immediately fight back here. Off the ropes, went for the back elbow. Dom quick to dodge. And now on the attack, drops him with a super kick. Pretty impressive start by Mysterio here, but Gunther trying to put an end to that. And maybe he does as he picks up Mysterio and manhandles him. But now Mysterio going to go cheap, looking for the inside cradle. Gunther able to escape though. Back in the ring, Dom clubs him with a clothesline. As Mysterio launches himself over the ropes now, into the cover. Can he get a good count here? No, count of one. Too early in the match to get anything meaningful here onto Gunther. As now Dom gonna dare Gunther to get on his feet. Good chops. And Mysterio now, as he spun around, Gunther caught him with the Hurricane Rana in the end. And now with a double axe handle from the second rope. Gunther dodges that elbow drop. Clothesline knocks down Mysterio. As Dom climbs his dazed presence up in the corner. What's Gunther thinking here? Oh, just going to choke Dominic out on the top rope. Mysterio going to fall and crash to the outside on the concrete floor. Near the announcers table, there you can see Booker T, Corey Graves and Michael Cole. Standing moonsault now by Mysterio. At ringside, Gunther sent into the steel steps by Mysterio. As I think it's fair to say, Dominic has put up a very good fight so far to try and beat Gunther. I mean, what a scoop and a slam there by Mysterio. So I'm going to chuck Gunther back into the ring. Dom rushes into the cover now. Count of one and Gunther going to be able to kick out. How is he kicking out at one still after all this punishment from Mysterio? I don't know. Dom going to fight back again with the elbows to get off the shoulder. Gunther going to fight back with that punch though. Double-legged takedown, stacks Dom up here. Mysterio going to turn it around. Got the shoulders of Gunther down, who kicks out. Count of 2 though for Dom on Gunther, as Gunther only got a 1 count on Dom. But in wrestling you never know what can happen, things can change in just a millisecond. You can say the same about real life as well in general. As Gunther now sends Dom off the ropes, ducks under, back elbow. Went for a drop kick. Mysterio anticipated it, caught Gunther. He's now in the drop zone. Dom to the top with a frog splash. Into the cover. That's got to be it. Dom with the frog splash. But no, Gunther gonna be able to kick out at 2. Oh my. Now Dom getting a bit desperate. Dodging the drop kick from Gunther. And just going to keep on the offense. I mean, Gunther's in a bad way here. But now finally succeeding in hitting Dominic Mysterio with the drop kick. Has now got him up, hoists him up. Power bomb by Gunther. Hooks the leg of Mysterio, but Dom able to power out. He has fight left. But now Gunther gonna look to knock every little bit of fight out of Mysterio that he has left. And now a sleeper hold. Could that be it for Dom? He's got nowhere to go, and that's it. Dom tapped. But Punk is here post-match. The World Heavyweight Champion. Calling for a steel cage to be brought down. Swings and a miss. Gunther gonna fight back here. And now Gunther gonna throw Punk into the steel of the steel cage. Thank you everyone for watching Raw. I'll see you over on SmackDown.